My name is Alicia. This is for my Associate 408 CRE.
My name is Danny Mendez.
Okay, this interview is about grief, and the first question is, what does your grief actually look and feel like?
I think it feels like something is not there, like an empty hole. This, yeah.
Do you feel numb and detached? Do you withdraw from others or seek constant company?
No, I think I'm much more of a person that seeks for isolation much uh, often. Than,
What are your personal pitfalls or coping mechanisms?
again, isolation. I think I enjoy, well, especially whenever I feel like I'm not in a good place when it comes. I tend to isolate myself. That way, I don't hurt anybody, and I don't want to bother anybody with my problems. So I usually isolate myself a lot.
Is that like a constant experience, or sometimes is it channeled into like working a lot, making a new project, or things like that?
Yeah, I tend to what's it called? Refugee myself.
Like seek refuge?
Yeah, I seek refuge a lot in work. Yes, I tend to have a lot of the gym, the gym work. Yes, things like that. More physical activities.
Who were your grief role models?
I think it will definitely be my mom. She's usually the type of person that keep things to herself and kind of it's very secretive when it comes to what she's really feeling. So that's it.
I feel like that's common among Hispanic families.
That is very common.
How does your signature compare to the official stories of grief? For example, does your experience align with or defy popular models like the 5 stages of grief?
Well, it's much more of a back and forth. Like some days, it's what I can imagine it is more like a glass full of a substance, and then the more you pour water on it, the more it's kind of like siphon it out. Not sure if that's the right word, but yeah, it's more like that. Doesn't go right away.
Have you ever felt your grief was judged or misunderstood?
Yes, definitely. I feel like there are certain people that think that I'm being selfish for keeping the way I feel for myself.
Can you recall a time when you felt your grieving process was not seen as legitimate or appropriate by others? What made your grief?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's basically, could you describe a time when you felt your grieving process was not seen as legitimate or appropriate by others?
Probably. Well, again, it's not much of people not seeing it as a grief. It's more about me not talking about it. So I'll say probably whenever I had a breakup, I feel like people were not able to understand how deeply attached I was to this person. So it's also a little bit hard.
Conversely, have you ever judged someone else's grief?
Definitely, I feel like as a human being, we tend to do that a lot.
Like, do you ever recall a time where you thought they're not grieving enough, or they're being too dramatic, or they moved on too quickly? Some things like that.
Yes, I think I have a friend that tends to move on, which really fast, and for a certain reason, it doesn't like to be alone for a long time.
And my last question is, based on your personal experiences and your reflections, what do you believe it truly means to grieve properly? Is there such a thing? What might a more compassionate and realistic approach to others' grief and your own look like?
I think everybody is a little different, but for myself,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's given the time,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know. I forgot. I forgot what you said. Repeat that again, please. I'm
So
sorry.
the question is just, what do you think is like the appropriate way to grieve?
Okay, okay, that makes so much sense.
What does it mean to grieve properly?
Okay, I think giving time to things, but also actively um, seeking to hear yourself. You know, whether that it's finding a comfort zone, comfort to discomfort, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, finding whether that is socially, like being more social, or you know, I guess slowly transitioning from like that habit of having that somebody or that something every time, and kind of like in a sense replacing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that all just depends on the person, right? Not everyone's gonna agree.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna read the same way.
Okay, well, that's all the questions I have. Thank you.